How are you all doing today? Well, it's a wonderful day here in Charleston, and good morning to everyone. And it's so nice of all of you to come to the residence. I'm hopeful after I'm done and we do the cooking demonstration, you're going to have a chance to go and walk through the garden because it's a pretty impressive thing. And I can tell you, I'm very fortunate because I'm not the one with the green thumb around here, but there are some people that do have a green thumb. And let me tell you, they're doing a great job with the garden. It's so nice to kind of have that garden that was set up many, many years ago. I believe someone said under Governor Earl Ray Tomlin in the shape of the state of West Virginia. So it's kind of cool to know some of the areas where we have tomatoes and peppers and onions and zucchini and raspberries and blackberries, and there's an apple tree. So it's a fun thing to do, and I have spent a little bit of time walking through yesterday, and I've been over there a few times. The vegetables are growing quite fast these days, so I'm certainly appreciative. So, as many of you know, we are several months in to a bold and important mission to make West Virginia healthy again. And at the heart of this movement is a simple truth. Getting healthy involves exercise, but also starts with the food that we eat. And every meal is a choice, and all of those choices certainly add up. That's why talking about nutrition is not a side conversation in our health strategy. It's a main focus. Under our 4 pillars of having a healthy West Virginia, we're tackling the root causes of poor health. And one of the biggest contributors to chronic health conditions is our broken food system. From what we serve our kids in school cafeterias to what's available to families through public programs, we're working hard to clean up the food, get the crap out of the food, and to better incentivize healthy food options. Earlier this year, I signed into law House Bill 2354, which is one of those bills to get the crap out of the foods, the harmful food dyes, gets that out of school meals quickly. That's a big step forward, and you're beginning to see national momentum behind that. West Virginia led the way, and now there's a much broader effort nationally to try to make sure that dyes and these terrible things in our foods are going to be coming out. And I think it's important to show what one state can do to make big things happen. I'm a believer that our children deserve real food, not all these nasty chemicals that serve no nutritional purpose and may do long-term harm. We're also focused on improving nutrition through SNAP. That's why we're pursuing a federal waiver to eliminate taxpayer-funded soda from SNAP benefits. That means soda, you can still purchase it, but it's no longer an entitlement under the law. And so at the same time, we're also ensuring that you can try to get some better hot food options, whether it's rotisserie chicken, other forms of protein. I think that could make a big difference. I think that's a good choice. Now, this isn't about judging anyone's shopping cart or demonizing choices that people make. You know, we all make mistakes. I'm the first one to tell you I do. But this is about ensuring taxpayer-funded programs in our country do what they're intended to do. I'm fond of saying in SNAP, the N stands for nutrition and should always stand for nutrition. We have to remember that. West Virginia is making changes to SNAP that will allow for healthier options and ideally hot foods. That'd be great if that gets approved. We're also working to strengthen work requirements for able-bodied adults who receive these benefits. Work is good. Work is noble. Work serves purpose, and it will be a fundamental part of our goal in this administration. That's especially important when you're looking at a state that has the lowest workforce participation rate in the country. It's unacceptable, and we all need to work together. Now, it doesn't mean that we're talking about slave labor. It's not 70 hours a week. We're talking about people working hard, trying to find, it might be volunteer opportunities. It's about 20, 25 hours a week. There are opportunities, what we need to be thinking about. I know that good health and meaningful work go hand in hand. And when people are active, when they have purpose, when they're eating well, they thrive. I've experienced that firsthand. I'm actually into completing the Mountaineer Mile, our walking challenge to get West Virginia healthier again, and we're moved together one step at a time. But I know, as do our healthcare leaders and public experts, that exercise alone is not enough. We have to fuel our body with food that makes the challenges of the day. That's why, where's Andy? I'm so excited about today's cooking demonstration with West Virginia Health Right. To be clear, I will not be doing but today they're unveiling their new mobile teaching kitchen right here at the governor's residence. Now, this isn't just about watching someone cook. It's about reconsidering the way we cook in our own homes and showing folks that healthy, affordable food is within their reach. Thank you to West Virginia Health Right, who's doing this work in our schools, in our churches, and in our communities. By working together, we will make West Virginia and America healthy again. We're going to overcome these health challenges. That's the goal. All these people that for years and years just let the health challenges continue. We have to make effort to attack these root causes of our healthcare system and the disease states that arise. The obesity, diabetes, congestive heart failure, cancer. We have to do that. And we're going to make an effort to do that during this administration. We need to rise in the public health rankings. And it's going to take all of us, including some elected officials, to work together to build a future where people live longer, feel better in the head and the heart, better physically, and I think that's going to make a big difference. Now, we're going to hear more about some of the good work that Health Right is doing right here in the Mountain State, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you, Angie, about all the new things that this kitchen does and the work that you have in store. Angie, come on up.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Well, this is an exciting day. I mean, if you told me when I was growing up little here in Appalachia that I would ever be at the governor's mansion with the governor and the first lady, I would have said you were crazy. But growing up Appalachian, and then hearing your four pillars, sir, it really resonated with me. I was so excited to hear that because for me, when I was younger, growing up, we would go out, we'd play all day, we would run, we would get dirty, we would be active, we would chase down, caterpillars and do all these things, and we're very active. Now kids today are with their screens. Food-wise, sir, this resonates with me as well. I grew up next door to my grandparents, Ova and Bessie Taylor. My grandmother was lovingly deemed the strawberry queen of Canal 2 Mile because she would raise strawberries, and all of her 7 kids and all of her grandkids would get up and we would all pick strawberries. Then I had the pleasure of climbing into the back of my grandfather's big yellow car with the nice Cincinnati red sticker on the back, and then we would go all down Route 21 and to every little mom and pop store we would sell their strawberries. So this is something that I know well. After church on Sundays, we would pull up to the table, and everything that we ate, we knew exactly where it came from. It came from my grandmother's garden out back. We didn't have all these additives and preservatives. So that really means a lot to me, sir, because I've been preaching it for a long time about all the additives and the bad things that we have in our foods, and it's so important that we get back to nature. And this is so beautiful to see the garden here. I'm so excited about that. But getting back to why we're here, West Virginia Health Right is committed to the health and well-being of West Virginians, no matter the income. And this great new mobile teaching kitchen really is just an extension of what we do at Health Right. We have teaching kitchens at both facilities on the East End and the West Side. And the whole goal there, along with the programs we have like Chef Paul with Prep to Serve Appalachia, is to simply teach people how to live healthier lives. Food is medicine. It's not just the prescriptions, that a doctor writes you in the office. It's what you're putting in your mouth, and we have control over that. And yes, you can do it on a budget. Yes, it can be tasteful. And we're going to show you that today. That's something that we've seen in practice. A lot of people losing a lot of weight. My own personal journey, I've lost 120 pounds over the past 2 or 3 years. So it's something that I've lived, and I understand how hard it is. I'll probably have to see out there on that Mountaineer Mound to keep me active. But it's something we're really, really excited about. I also want to take this opportunity, because it's not every day you get in front of a podium with the governor, to thank him and the legislature for the foresight and what they did in and putting additional funding in for free and charitable clinics that do mobile services. This is the third of 3 mobile services that we offer. We have a mobile dental clinic that goes to McDowell, Roan, Clay, Boone, Logan, and soon Jackson County, sir, because of your funding. We also have a mobile medical clinic that does great work. So it's about reaching people where they are, and that's what this great program will do. We're going to meet people in the community, at church events, fairs, festivals, and show them, yes, this is how you do it. This is how you take great natural foods, and we're blessed to get some lettuce from your garden today, sir.
We have a lot of lettuce.
Yes, we'll take your lettuce. And to, say, this is how you do it. This is how you can make great tasting food that, yes, it's natural and it's going to nourish your body and make you healthy. And it's so important for our kids. As a mom to 8 kids, this really is important to me, sir. So I just want to thank you for that. But we're so excited to be here today with the governor, and we love the First Lady. We talk a lot about nutrition, and we want to just, kick it off today. And hopefully you'll see us on every corner here in West Virginia. We want to take this message out there and show everybody how to do it. So we'll be going out. We'll also be pairing it with things like checking BMIs, checking blood pressure readings, maybe doing hemoglobin A1Cs, which is something that checks for what your sugar's been over the past 3 months. So other ways to connect this to overall health. But together, sir, we can do it. I'm a good example of that. I never thought after having all these kids that I'd be able to lose weight, but I did it. And yes, I now work out. I hated to work out. I didn't like it, but now I do it every day, sir. So we're really excited to do our ribbon cutting today and just get this out there into the communities and try to help everybody be healthier.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's wonderful, and we're excited to do this ribbon cutting and do the cooking demonstration. I want to conclude on this note before we go do that. I want to thank the First Lady for her inspiration, because Denise has really been a great example. Denise has lost over 100 pounds. So easy. I will tell you, I may have been succeeding in the first 60 days of walking. I've not yet been able to make as much progress, maybe about 4 pounds along the way. I'm working on it, but she's done a great job, and she really was a big inspiration for the garden and for doing this, to continue the tradition. I know they've had that in the past. I think it's a wonderful tradition. So certainly thank you, Denise, and appreciate it. And then where's Kevin Coleman, by the way? Kevin's very busy as well. He's got a little bit more of a green thumb. He does a lot of good work around the mansion. So wonderful people. I'm very blessed to be surrounded by some very talented and terrific folks. Quite frankly, that's the only way you succeed in life. So thank you, everyone. So why don't we get going then? We'll do the ribbon cutting and then the cooking demonstration, okay? All right. Yeah.
We're going to do it right.
Denise, do you want to come?
Yes.
I think we have a
Giant.
we both get a pair of that? Right?
Now get in the picture.
We're just going to hold it around.
Perfect.
All right. So are we ready to go here?
Ready?
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
So we'll soon see what the fruit of your labors are back here in the garden. Thank you.
So what do you think? Should we do the cooking demonstration, or do you want to have them see the garden first?
Whatever you
Why don't we have them see the garden first, right? Have you guys seen the